You are our Lord, Allah is our Lord, and all of us are His weak servants. Help us, forgive us, for the sake of beloved Muhammad. Oh Allah, make us to love Him as He should be loved. Ameen. From our side, everything is so weak. It's a trillion times better if He says, I love you, than we say, I love you. Allah forgive us. Ameen. Tarikatuna asahba wa khayru fi jamia. Alhamdulillah. The famous saying of Shah Naqshband, Baha'u'llah Naqshband, Allah bless him, the founder and pillar of this tariqat, he said, our way is sahbat, to come together in association with each other. If the Shaykh is not physically present, then spiritually he's going to be present with the group. Blessing comes on the group in that meeting. And for years we're using that saying, and I found out there's another part to that. It was in Persian language. The first part was in Persian also. I can't say it because I don't know Persian. The second one, he said, Dar Shohrat Afat Ast.
Cette phrase que Sayyidina Shah Naqshband a fait comme l'un des principes fondamentaux de cette voie, notre chemin c'est le compagnonnage et le bienfait descend sur l'assemblée, que nous récitons depuis longtemps pour le début de nos assemblées. Le cheikh dit qu'il a trouvé qu'il y a sur cette récitation-là une deuxième partie de ce qu'il a dit en personne.
Who translated it for me said it means in fame or renown or popularity there is afat, affliction, pestilence, something that destroys your good deeds.
Et dans la deuxième partie de ce que Sayyidina Shah Naqshband a dit, il a dit dans la popularité ou dans le fait d'être fameux, il y a un effet pervers qui détruit les bonnes actions.
It means what you do to be seen by people carries with it a sickness that destroys your good doings. Anything you do that's not done for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carries a sickness, a virus in it.
Chaque chose que vous accomplissez qui peut être vue par autrui a un virus potentiel à l'intérieur. Toute chose qui n'est pas purement pour le Seigneur des mondes a un effet pervers qui est destructeur pour l'humain.
It's between the servant and his Lord or her Lord. No one can know, just because a person is popular or famous, doesn't mean they're behaving that way, not with sincerity, but it's something that each person has to ask themselves, I'm doing this for my Lord or doing for another reason.
Et ceci est entre le serviteur et son Seigneur. Alors quand il agit, toujours il doit se questionner pour savoir, est-ce que je fais ça véritablement pour mon Seigneur ou je fais ça pour un autre but?
Maulana Sheikh Nazim, Allah bless him, may he look to us for the sake of Shaykh Hisham and the Grand Shaykh, look at our meeting today and help us. He said one time, if a person is asking his Lord or her Lord, the Lord doesn't want to hear them asking anything else.
Allah!
Yeah.
Moulana Cheikh Nazim, avec la face qui nous regarde à travers la bénédiction de Moulana Cheikh Hicham et de Grand Cheikh, il disait, si un serviteur il demande à son Seigneur, alors le Seigneur ne veut rien d'autre que ça.
Hasbunallah Rabbuna Allah. 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 Ni'mal wakeel, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. To do really for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the way is not easy, not quick. Nowadays we want everything to be quick and easy. All of us is like that.
De faire purement pour le Seigneur des mondes. Et ce chemin n'est pas facile. Aujourd'hui particulièrement, nous voulons que tout soit immédiat.
But he said it's very slow. Everything has its time. Everything has its time. The fruit tree doesn't give its fruits in the winter, gives it in its proper time.
Elle a dit c'est un procédé qui prend son temps, car chaque chose a une mesure de temps précise. L'arbre fruitier ne donne pas son fruit en hiver.
Everyone has a potential or a possibility to be Khalifatullah, to represent Allah's beautiful names and attributes.
Chaque personne a le potentiel ou le potentiel de devenir un député d'Allah, de remplir son plein potentiel d'accomplissement spirituel.
To reach spiritual maturity, Rashid, and to give fruits like the fruit tree.
D'atteindre la maturité spirituelle et par la suite de donner des fruits comme un arbre fruitier.
Each one different, no two the same, and each one in its time.
Et chaque fruit est différent de l'autre, aucun n'est identique à l'autre, et chaque fruit mûrit en son temps.
So many things has to happen until we reach our perfections.
Tellement de choses doivent arriver pour que nous puissions atteindre notre perfection.
Somebody sent me a CD. They took it from cassettes in the old days and put on CD some talks that Moulana Sheikh Nazim gave 1983 in Cyprus.
Quelqu'un m'a envoyé une des Sohba que Cheikh Nazim a donné en 1983 à Chypre.
And it wasn't like now. There was no mosque. There was no. He'd sit in his house. He'd pour tea and give a short talk, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Ce n'était pas comme c'est rendu aujourd'hui. À l'époque, il s'asseyait chez lui dans des petites assemblées, il servait le thé et il parlait pour 10-15 minutes.
Subhanallah. Moulana Sheikh and Moulana Sheikh Hashem, their characteristic, they're with their marids, closely with them. They're not sitting on afar. They're with these people.
Bon, leurs caractéristiques, Moulana Cheikh Nazim, Moulana Cheikh Hicham, ils étaient avec leurs étudiants, très près.
Through that intimacy, love grows.
À travers cette intimité, alors l'amour grandit.
And he was preparing us for what was going to come. All of us were new, and we were all young and full of fire, and he was preparing us what's going to happen to us.
Et il nous préparait pour ce qui allait nous arriver. Nous étions alors encore jeunes et pleins de feu, pleins de fougue.
Only like when the mother or father tries to tell their child something, the child doesn't want to hear it or is not listening.
Comme quand les parents, le père ou la mère essayent d'adresser un enfant et celui-là va casser ses occupations parce qu'il ne veut pas écouter.
We were drinking tea happy, and he's saying, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to face heavy trials. You're going to lose loved ones. You're going to face heavy situations. we're going to be like this, like that, and we're going, ha, 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 more tea drinking.
Et nous buvions le thé, et Maulana Cheikh nous disait, le chemin va être difficile, vous allez avoir des épreuves, vous allez être mis à l'épreuve et perdre ce que vous aimez. Et il y aura tellement d'épreuves. Et nous, inconscients, on était joyeux et on voulait continuer simplement à boire le thé.
Yeah. He was trying to prepare us that everything is in its time. You can't ask for something out of its time.
Et il essayait de nous préparer, de nous rappeler que chaque chose est dans son temps. Vous ne pouvez pas avoir des choses en dehors de leur temps.
And he was preparing us, as Maulana Sheikh Hashem was saying a few weeks ago, you have to do the work. Somebody put something on the WhatsApp yesterday. He said, don't say I take bayat and I'm not praying, I'm not doing anything. No, you have to do.
Comme il nous a rappelé, Maulana Shakhy quelques journées où un de ses enseignements a été posté, ne dites pas je prends juste la connexion spirituelle, la bayra, mais il y a un travail à faire.
I'll back up a little bit. One of my brothers went to Maulana Sheikh one time and said, oh Sheikh, what's your job? What does the Sheikh do? Why do you have a Sheikh? What's his function?
Un jour, un de nos frères a posé cette question. Ô cher, quel est ton travail? Quelle est ta fonction?
You may have heard the story before, but we'll repeat it anyway. Takes benefit, inshallah. He said in the old days, they used to, in the warm countries, grow sugar cane. They still do, but now with big farms. Before, it was small, in a village, in a small place. The people grew sugar cane.
Alors Maulana Cheikh lui a répondu, autrefois, dans les pays chauds, il faisait pousser la canne à sucre.
Let's say it was in a village.
Dans un village.
And the men would cut the sugar cane with their machetes and bring it to the center of the village, and there was a wooden tub, like a canoe, dug out. A heavy wooden tub. They throw the sugar cane in there. They sit around the tub and they begin to beat the sugar cane into pulp with big wooden hammers.
Alors, les hommes avec leurs machettes coupaient les cannes à sucre et les amenaient au milieu du village dans un immense contenant en bois. Et avec des bâtons de bois, ils commençaient à taper pour faire sortir la pulpe et le jus des cannes à sucre.
It was a hard work to turn that raw sugar cane into the nice pulp to be made into sugar, to be boiled into sugar.
C'était un travail laborieux.
And to make the work lighter, in the village there would be always one old man. He can't anymore do the hammer, so he sits in front of the dugout as the men are beating the sugar cane, and he goes, to encourage them.
Alors il y avait dans ces villages-là toujours un vieux qui n'avait plus la force de taper pour sortir le jus. Et il s'asseyait à côté et il encourageait les jeunes. Et il leur donnait l'encouragement avec le rythme pour pouvoir traverser ce labeur difficile.
The Sheikh's job to encourage the Murids and Muridas to work, to do the work. But they have to work on themselves.
Et le travail du Cheikh est donc d'encourager son disciple à faire le travail qu'ils doivent faire sur eux-mêmes.
I just heard Sheikh Hashem on a Sohba saying, you have to work, everyone has to do the work on themselves to clean yourself. It's between you and Allah. It's not to show people, oh look, no, Allah knows everything. You can't fool him, you can't make an excuse, it's private. It's a private work. Work to clean your heart and wait for your destiny to reach you.
On dit le travail de l'accomplissement spirituel est un travail entre le serviteur et son Seigneur. Chacun doit faire son effort sincèrement pour essayer de s'améliorer, de se purifier et par la suite attendre l'accomplissement de la destinée.
Sayyidina Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, Allah bless him, the famous Hujjatul Islam, the proof of Islam, he had a saying, ليس الإمكان أحسن بمكان. There's a couple of versions of it. ليس الإمكان أحسن بمكان. It's impossible to find better than what is.
Il avait un dicton assez célèbre qui disait « Vous ne trouverez rien qui est meilleur que ce qui est ».
He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of his characteristics is generous, Jawad, Kareem. He gives. He's not stingy, bukhul. He never holds anything back. If he holds anything back, he can't be generous. Everything is there.
L'une des caractéristiques divines est la générosité.
So we have to ask ourselves, how is our situation? You say, I'm seeing everything no good. Ask yourself, ask myself, what I did to reach this situation. What I have to do to go beyond this situation. Everything is there, waiting.
Alors, chaque fois que nous sommes dans ces situations, on doit se poser la question. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait pour atteindre une situation dont je me plains? Qu'est-ce que je dois faire pour pouvoir m'élever et atteindre mon Seigneur?
We have to do the work. Sheikh taught us so many things. To be thankful, to ask forgiveness, not to do wrong things, backbitings and lying and like this, like that, and to clean our hearts and to try to be really for Allah. Not to be show off, not to be... Everyone has to go privately to themselves with their Lord and work on themselves.
Chaque serviteur doit faire cet effort-là, d'aller sur sa propre personne, essayer de s'améliorer en prière avec son Seigneur.
He said the first muraqabah, the first observation, meditation, is to look at yourself and your actions, see what you did.
La première observation, la première méditation, la première concentration de la vision, c'est d'abord envers soi, de s'observer, de vérifier ce que nous sommes en train de faire.
One sheikh, he gave a meditation, he said, sit and say, think of everything you did to reach to now. Everything I did to reach to the current, my exact now. And to do it now. Wow. Everything, my whole life led to this moment. Think what I did. What should each person to ask themselves.
Un cher, pour éveiller la conscience, a donné cette pratique. Assois-toi et médite à tout ce que tu as fait de ton existence pour atteindre ce jour aujourd'hui. Tout ce qui a été nécessaire dans ta vie, dans tes actions pour atteindre le moment présent.
That's why Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 1 hour of thinking deeply about such things. To clean yourself, to try, is better than 70 years of worship.
Et c'est pour ça
without thinking anything.
Le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a dit 1 heure de méditation véritable profonde est meilleure que 70 années d'adoration.
We're asking to reach to a sincerity. Now is our time. Prophet said, use your time while you're alive. Use your youth before old age. Use your health before sickness. Use your life before death. Just we prayed for those people who passed away, they can't do anything anymore. Never pray for death, Prophet said. Mawlana Sheikh said, 1 day of life is better than 70,000 years in the grave.
Ne priez jamais pour la mort. Mawlana Sheikh, il disait, une vie sur cette terre est meilleure que 70 000 années dans la tombe.
Because now we have the chance to work, to do.
Parce que vivant, nous avons la chance d'œuvrer, d'accomplir.
The awliya, they have power. They're not only for going, They have power to help. But they want you to do the work. They want me to do the work.
Les awliya, ils ont la capacité, ils ont le pouvoir de pouvoir changer les choses. Mais ils veulent qu'on fasse, nous, l'effort.
Tie your camel, then trust to Allah, the famous hadith. Do the work and then trust to Allah to dig you out of it.
Comme dit le hadith, attache ta chamelle et ensuite mets ta confiance sur ton Seigneur.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. We don't want to make a long speech. Dar Shahrat Afat asked, live broadcast of mashallah. No, we're full of mistakes. We have to, each one of us, go privately to their Lord. Allah is seeing. Quran says, don't they think someone is seeing them?
Le Saint-Coran nous rappelle, quand Allah il dit, mais ne pense-t-il pas que quelqu'un les voit?
Allah is seeing. Allahu hadari, Allahu nadari, Allahu shahid wa ma'i. Imam Tostari, Allah bless him. Allah is present. Allah is seeing me. Allah knows everything about me. Allah is with me. It's beginning to move up, to think about such things. We'll leave it like that. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. We heard Habib. Inshallah, there's something to think about in the Sohba. Think about it. Inshallah, inspiration should come to your hearts. Everyone's in a different situation. Everyone's different. Their thinking is different. Their beliefs is different. Even two Muslims doesn't believe exactly the same. Everyone thinks something different. Go to your Lord and look at it. Give time for that inner work that no one knows about it except Allah. Do that no one knows.
Ameen.
What the person said, one person came to the Sheikh, pray for me. What you want? He said, I want to be pious and sincere. He said, oh, that's a big asking.
Un serviteur est venu à demander à son cher, oh cher, prie pour moi. Que veux-tu? Je veux être pieux et sincère. Alors le cher lui a dit, ça c'est une grande demande.
You ask something very expensive.
Il demande quelque chose de très cher.
Are you willing to pay the price of that? Can you afford it?
Es-tu prêt à payer le prix? Est-ce que tu as les moyens?
Oh my Sheikh, what's that price? I'll pay anything.
Oh mon cher, quel est ce prix? Je donnerai tout pour cela.
The down payment, said the Sheikh, the first thing, you have to put money down for. The first payment is nobody can know that you're pious. You can be pious and sincere, but nobody can know it.
Ameen.
You won't take any praise from anybody. No one will know you're that way. They curse you maybe. No one will be able to see it.
Et le cher, il a dit, alors le premier dépôt pour cette qualité-là, c'est que personne ne saura que tu es pieux. Et personne ne le verra.
And the Sheikh said, if you can afford that, then you can come for the balloon payment, the final payment. The second payment for that is if you want to be pious and sincere, you can't know about it also. It has to be hidden from you also, not just from other people.
Le deuxième paiement, si tu veux véritablement atteindre cette caractéristique-là, elle sera cachée même de toi, tu ne le sauras pas.
If you can pay that price, you can reach.
Et si tu peux payer ce prix, alors peut-être une chance d'y arriver.
Fatiha.
Oh.